Mnangagwa's leadership as the SADC chairperson, the chairperson of Southern African Development Community, is coming to an end in 3 weeks' time. What has he achieved as the SADC chairperson? We will be actually doing reflections on whether there are any achievements as well as setbacks. But I think I will focus more on the setbacks that have been done by, during his leadership. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hloniphani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. As I have indicated, the leadership of Emmerson Mnangagwa, that is the president of Zimbabwe, at the helm of SADC, is coming to an end within the next coming 3 weeks. What has he done as the chairperson of SADC? I think honestly I have been trying to look for good things that he has done as a SADC chairperson for the past year. It seemed like he was the SADC chairperson for almost 10 years. Because of the problems that he has put SADC through. We've been hearing about political rhetoric. It has been full of drama. I think it has been the worst performance of SADC. Let's begin with the deployment that they made in DRC, which backfired. We saw a lot of soldiers being lost, particularly in countries such as Malawi, in countries such as South Africa. They lost quite a number of military personnel in that particular area. So it has been nothing but chaos, especially during the leadership of Emmerson Mnangagwa. Also, apart from that, let's look at how elections have been conducted under his leadership throughout the region. If you look at his leadership throughout the region, it has been also very, very chaotic. Look at how elections were done in Mozambique, and more than 300 people dying in that particular country. And the Mnangagwa's government was directly linked to the chaos that was happening in Mozambique. Not only that, let's look at also what transpired in Namibia. Mnangagwa's government was heavily involved in Namibia. There was a lot of chaos, opposition political parties in that particular country complaining. Let's look at what he attempted to do also in Botswana. He tried to also influence the elections in the electoral outcomes in Botswana, but to no avail. Not only that, there were elections in South Africa. We saw also ZANU-PF people being sent in South Africa to try and actually meddle in the internal affairs of South Africa. But obviously there was less impact in the elections. Eventually elections were conducted in a free, fair and credible manner because of the internal systems that exist in South Africa, as well as also Botswana survived. But these two countries, that is Namibia as well as Mozambique, they did not survive. His influence overall within the SADC region has been nothing but catastrophic. Zero development so far. And remember, in DRC, the SADC mission was defeated in DRC. That is actually the honest truth. It was defeated by the M23 rebels. At the moment, the matter is seemingly being decisively dealt with by the United States of America, because SADC failed to actually lead in that conflict in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. So his leadership has been nothing but an embarrassment in terms of elections, how elections have been conducted. There are a lot of things that have been happening on Southern Africa. Just tell us about one project that years, except to demonize the liberation movements within SADC. We are seeing the growth of this so-called Secretary General's meetings of SADC, the liberation movements trying to actually spread ZANU-PF ideology to these liberation movements. And unfortunately, these liberation movements seems to have been hooked into ZANU-PF, believing that whatever it is somehow influencing dangerous policies within the region. So this is what, when we talk of the leadership of the president of Zimbabwe, we have been experiencing within SADC. Nothing, there is no development project I know of that was successfully implemented during Mnangagwa being the chairperson of the SADC. What we were told about, what we saw is just slogans being said, especially in Zimbabwe, in ZANU-PF meetings, that he is the president of SADC. But we know it very, very well. Very, very well, but that was an exaggeration. He is nothing next to being being a chairperson does not warrant you to be the president of the countries within under under SADC. So the next person who will take charge of SADC would be Antananarivo. I can't pronounce that particular. And there will be a new SADC chairperson. We hope the political rhetoric within the regional body and the embarrassment with that we witnessed within the regional body is going to be the things of the past. It has been held, and also not forgetting he has been he tried as a SADC chairperson to resuscitate Edgar Lungu in Zambia. You remember Edgar Lungu, the late Edgar Lungu, is still not buried at the moment, and I can attest to you that it is because of the influence of Mnangagwa that in Zambia they have this problem and this challenge. So he has been nothing but a chaotic leader wherever. This is also reflective to what is happening in his own country. So it will be a relief, I can attest to you, it will be a relief if someone new and someone fresh comes to the helm of this particular institution. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join, the subscribe plus rather button, and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Lastly, I know a lot of you will complain. Let me apologize for the background noises that you have there behind. They are beyond actually my control and capacity. Do remember also to follow this channel on various social media platforms